What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back here in the building, yo. And I'm doing some more videos. I told you I'm going hard in the paint until the draft. And we're going to look at some players that I think can add to the Dallas Cowboys. I've already had a few videos. I just dropped a Nicholas Petit-Frere video, offensive tackle. I definitely think that it can add to the Cowboys, and I definitely think they should scoop him in a mid-round. But this guy right here, Danny Gray, who we're talking about today from SMU, as you see right here, he's a Texas boy, born and raised, hometown, Dallas, Texas. So already that should be something that would be a lifelong dream from if that should happen. But you see the measurement, 6 foot, 186 pounds. I measured in at the combine. But the reason why he stood out so big in the combine was, we got to go to the grade. Traits or talent to be an above average backup. I think he could be a third receiver. That's what the Cowboys still avoid of, even though James Washington is in the building. He's only a one-year rental. You want to look for somebody who's going to be somebody like a Cedric Wilson who just left your team. You saw how he developed and he grew into that role, and he got a nice little contract with the Miami Dolphins. We wish the best for him. But you see, this is the reason why you were jumping up and down for Danny Gray. Well, not jumping up and down, but 4.33. That's a for real. So that's real speed. It's not a 4.35, 4.37, 4.39. It's 4.33. So right there, that's telling you he got the wheels that the Cowboys need. Cowboys have speed, need speed. Not have speed, they need speed. It's been a long time since the boys actually had somebody that could really take the top off the defense. Like, I think Bluff Cowboys, shout out to them, over 20 years. Everybody's been a 4-5 guy. So for the Cowboys to finally get a 4-3 guy, that would be huge in my opinion. So jumping over to Pro Football Focus, I know you can't see everything, but I'm only showing you the things that really matter. This is his 2021 season. He had an average overall grade of 77.9. Reggie Roberson Jr. was also a speedster that played with SMU. So for the fact that he really stepped his game up with Roberson, because he was kind of like the guy at SMU, that's good. You can see the snaps he played in the slot was 331. Total pass snaps were 307. Wide snaps were 276. Got targeted 72 times, 49 receptions for 803 yards, 16.4 average. I like seeing that. And the biggest thing I like seeing is those touchdowns, 9 touchdowns. So that tells you he can get in that end zone and he can get vertical on you. Had a little bit of the drops. He's had 7 drops this season, and that's not good. You want to get better, because I think at a couple Senior Bowl practice he was having a little problems with the hands. So you got to have hands as a receiver more than anything else. You love to have speed, but you can't. Don't matter if you have speed, you can't catch the ball. This is another thing that stood out to me right here. Yards after catch. He was 11th in the nation with 8.6 yards after the catch. That's what the Cowboys need. CeeDee Lamb is that type of a player right now with the Dallas Cowboys, yards after catch, but he's not a 4.3 guy. He's a 4.5 guy. Michael Gallup can get you yards after the catch, but he's not a 4.3 guy. He's a 5.5 guy, 4.5 guy. This guy's a legit 4.3 dude, and Cowboys need to keep their eyes on this for real, because that speed is what the Cowboys need. Hit him on a quick slant route, go routes. That's the guy that can really stretch the field for you and really open it underneath for your guys like the Dalton Schultzes and those type of guys. So I definitely think that he should be looked at, especially in the 4th and 5th rounds. Great value. If you got a top receiver early and came back with a kid like this in the 2nd round, not the 2nd round, but as your 2nd pick in the mid rounds, great value, because he has a little bit of return game to him, and that can definitely help in the return game, because CeeDee Lamb is obviously not that guy. But let me show you a little bit of that whip appeal, as I call it, that he adds. Check this out. Shout out to my guy, put his link in there. Appreciate you for letting me see this clip. But if you don't get your hands on this dude early, I'm going to just tell you that right now. If you don't get your hands on this kid, because that's one of maybe his issues is press coverage, because he's not the super physical receiver. He is a speed guy. But this right here, if you don't get your hands on him, this is a Senior Bowl practice. If you don't get your hand on him, look at that. The initial quick, boom. He getting up on you, dog. That's what he's doing. That's the separation that the Cowboys don't have. You get what I'm saying? They don't have that. And that's what he offers. And made the good catch. And you see it again. Like I said, you want to get physical with a guy like this, but if he's your 3rd guy and he's in that slot, which he's probably going to be, or he can go to the outside if you're going deep, boom. Look at that initial quickness. You know what I mean? Look at that. I like how he dug into him. And I like how he puts his shoulder into him so he can kind of dig into his shoulder, lean off of him, and then go. Boom. And there it is right there. And then you got another one right here. He drops this pass. But, man, boy, did he hurt this dude. Watch right here. He should have caught this, and that's one of the things I told you with the dropsies. He had those. But look at that. Look at that separation, dog. Dallas needs that kind of separation. I know we like other players. I know they mentioned the kid from Boise State. Yeah, he's good, but he don't got speed like this. And this is what Cowboys need. Why not take a player like with the same height and measurables as another kid like that, but can get it downfield? As I said, you got to catch them. That's a catchable ball. You got to catch them. He had an issue with that this past season. So you got to catch those. But that initial quickness, and right there, you love that. Put that in the bread basket, catch those, dog. You're going to be adding even more to your draftability. But like I said, he can get better with that. Hopefully those hands get rectified because definitely he offers that speed. Now let's jump into some Danny Craig highlights. This is a game that I chose, and this is against TCU. Had one of his better games of the season. Had like 4 catches for over 170 yards. Had a big explosive TD, which I'm about to show you. But you can see he's got good hips, really light feet. His speed is instant, great straight line speed, but he has wiggle. He can sink his hips. I like how he sinks his hip. A couple routes where you can see him sink his hips. Great. As you can see, one of the top receivers in yards after the catch, and I think that's what he's really going to add. If you can hit him in the plays in stride, especially with those crossing routes, man, he can really add. And there's a crossing route pattern where you can see a couple of them where he just really shows you where once he gets in that open field, you're not getting him. But here he is at the very beginning of this video. This is where I talked about the physicality, where he kind of doesn't like that and is not great with that. He's got to get better with that. And you'll see this play as you see him at the top of the screen right here. Watch how this play goes. Good initial move. Cornerback does right, getting his hands on him early. See how he's kind of pushing him already out the way. He doesn't like that physicality. He'd rather not you get your hands on him because that the corner has him pretty much the whole time. You could probably get a call with some defensive holding. But as you see, didn't make the play right there. And I think that's an issue he's going to have to deal with going forward in the league. But this is what you really love about him, and you already see right here. Here goes the play right here. He's on the outside. He did a couple plays like this. I like how SMU had those double routes right in here when they went forward ride. But I like how they had that crossing pattern with him, and they did this multiple times in this game. Watch how he is at the top of the screen, but watch how once he gets in this open field and that safety overplays this, it's over. You see him cutting across right here? They did this a lot. Looks like a little crossing pattern, a little rubbing off of each other. Bam. Here he is. He's open because that's the confusion that they wanted to create right there. And leave this safety kind of on the island by itself because they like that matchup. Boom. Safety kind of overran it. Greg gets it right here. Now watch. It's over. He's gone to the house. Dog, it ain't even close. Look at that. Bruh, that ain't even close, dog. Here it goes again. Boom. Catch it. Bam. Gone. Look at that. Man, that's what the boys need right there. Somebody can just take it to the house in one play like that. I got to look at that again. That's what the Cowboys need right there. Boom. He's not really a body catcher. I've seen a couple plays where he did catch with his body. He's not really a body catcher, but this is what the boys need, dog. They need all of that in their life. For real. All of that. You can see him again. We'll show it. Right there. Boom. Already just elite speed. Already getting past him. And doesn't break in motion. No breaks in motion. Look at that. No breaks in the motion right there. Touchdown. Cowboys need that in their life. All right, so we got a little first down contested play. Let's go over to here. see if this is the one. Yeah, here's the one that he caught out of bounds. But let's go to the beginning of that play. I like how they set this up with the tight end. Here you got Gray here on the outside. Here's the tight end right here. Here you got your corner and you got your safeties right here. You got your safety right here. I like how they run this play because they send Gray in motion. And their whole object is to get this guy out of this area so you can free Danny Green. So the tight end's job is to take this safety out of the way so you can open it up for Green, which he does do that because he makes that safety pause because that guy could, once he makes this cut over here, it's an open field. So that safety still has to stay kind of committed, and it opens that field for Danny Green right here. Let's check it out. Green's in motion. Here you see the route right here. Tight end pushes hard on him. I like how the tight end pushes hard on that corner. You see where this safety is. He's seeing Gray, but with this tight end coming in pushing that corner hard and getting ready to do it's like a little dig route. You see that safety still sitting here like, it's enough to bring this. It's enough for him to pause and hesitate and open that field up for Gray. Gray does a great job on running that route, making the catch right in bounds, and taking the hit and still holding on to the ball. Let me see it again. We'll see it on the second play. You'll see him coming to screen momentarily. You see him rub off that route. Good play. All right, let's go to another play where he gets a long catch. Here we go again. This is looks like it's man across the board on the defense. You got your two safeties right here. Looks like it might be man across the board. Gray is here in the slot. I like how he drives that receiver. I like how he drives that corner, and then is able to come back with the comeback route or the curl route. But I watch how he initially pushes him because that corner is threatened by that speed. You see him right here. That corner is threatened by that speed. And right here, if they would have just did a straight 9 route and had him just go deep, that safety's right there. He could have beat him because he already had him right here. That corner looks like he kind of spooked. But I like how he rounds off that route at the top. Boom. Quick comeback. Catches it. Boom. Sinks in. First down. You see it here again. Stop. Come back. Boom. First down. And here's another play where he had 4 catches. This is his last catch in the play. But once again, yards after catch ability. This is what he really offers with the speed. And I definitely think you need to look at this kid, especially he's a Texas kid. I know he probably would like nothing better to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Coming out of college, they all have that lifelong dream. But let's show it right here. Here Green is on the outside. You're going to see him again. They love running this little cross. Kind of confuse that defense. But watch right here. So he comes off the line. I like how he comes right here. Comes up underneath. You see, you got 2 people right here, right? But watch this. Finds that hole. Once again, this is the one he caught the touchdown on down there. Catches over the middle, but watch this. See that? See that? Effortless. That's what them boys need. See, when Cedric Wilson in them, and Cedric Wilson had a couple plays where he caught him over the middle and caught some deep ones and got behind the defense. But this kid right here, when he gets it, oh yeah, this is what you want. And look how basically nobody barely even touched him. That's how fast this kid is, man. You're going to see it come over the middle once again. Kind of caught it with his body. I don't like that because that could bounce off your shoulder pads. And he jumped up in there. We know Terrence Williams is good for that. So you want to catch, don't want to be a body catcher. You want to put them hands out, extend them hands and catch it. Because if you jump up in there in that quick second, that allows that defense to get up on you when you hop in there and you don't have to. So he didn't have to hop in the air, in my opinion. You should just put your hands out and caught it, been more of a clean catch and release. But still, even with hopping in the air, look at that speed, though. Look at that speed. Look at that speed. I'll just let this play the whole time. Cowboys need to add this in the building. In that receiver room, this is a kid you need to add. I like him. And with that 4-3, Been a long time since the Cowboys had something like that. You know what I mean? So, just those are my quick initial thoughts of Danny Gray. As I said before, he is a receiver that you can get in the later rounds. He's more of a day 3 pick. He won't go early. But as I said before, Cowboys get a top receiver early. Maybe a Treylon Burks. I really think he's in play, especially if that option of your offensive guys don't pan out that maybe you wanted. Treylon Burks is definitely into play. But if you come back with a second receiver in those mid-rounds and you have those 5 picks, this is a guy that I think that you need to scoop. Texas boy, I think he would definitely add to the room. He can offer return ability, maybe kickoff return ability, definitely punt return ability, and he has the speed that Dallas has not had in a very long time. Dallas can definitely make that happen. You can grab a couple receivers, you can grab a starter and a good third, because your guy James Washington is not going to be your guy down in the future. You have Malik Turner, Simi Fehoko, but this guy is a true burner, and I think you need to add that. And I'd be great to get him in the building, especially in a 4th or 5th round. So those are kind of my initial thoughts on Danny Gray. Tell me how you thought about the video. Give it a good like,